Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video, we are learning how to rationalize the denominator. So when you hear rationalize the denominator, this simply means removing the surd or the root from the bottom of the fraction. So for example, the first problem says rationalize 3 over the square root of 2. So we do not want this square root to appear in the denominator. So to do so, we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the root which is in the denominator. Okay, I have taken a note here. Number one, when we take the product of two square roots, we obtain the number itself, right? Because the square root is just the same as power half, so half plus half is 1. That is why we have a. Now, if we take the square roots of two different numbers, is just the square root of their product. Okay, so this means we take 3 divided by root 2. Okay, so the denominator is the square root of 2. So we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the square root of 2. So 3 multiplied by the square root of 2 divided by root 2 multiplied by root 2 is just 2. And we are done. Let us take another example, 3 divided by the square root of 3. So we write 3 divided by the square root of 3. I multiply by the square root of 3 in the numerator. I do the same in the denominator. Okay, so 3 multiplied by the square root of 3 is just 3 root 3 divided by root 3 by root 3, I just get 3. But 3 and 3 is common in the numerator and the denominator, so that cancels out and we remain with 3. Let us look at a case where the denominator has two terms. In that case, we use what we call the conjugate. So since the denominator is 2 plus the square root of 3, the conjugate is the number 2 minus the square root of 3. You just change the sign of the one with the square root. So if this was a minus, then this would be positive. Okay, we do so because when we multiply these two numbers, you get a number which has no square root. Okay, so in this case, we take 1 over 2 plus the square root of 3. Then we multiply both the numerator and the denominator by the conjugate of the denominator. So that is 2 minus the square root of 3 divided by 2 minus the square root of 3. So in this case, we have 1 multiplied by the numerator is 1 minus the square root of 3. Then we divide throughout by 2 plus the square root of 3. I multiply it by 2 minus the square root of 3. Okay, now in this case you can use your distribution, right? Like 2 multiplied by 2, then you multiply by negative 3 and so forth. But here I can use a shortcut, right? This is just like the difference of two squares. So what I mean is you have 2 plus the square root of 3 multiplied by 2 minus the square root of 3. Since this is the difference of two squares, we can just get 2 and square it minus the square root of 3 and square it. So this is just 4 minus 3, which is equal to 1. Okay, so the denominator in this case is just 1, meaning that you just have 2 minus the square root of 3 divided by 1. So 2 minus the square root of 3 is our final answer. Okay, here is a task if you have followed everything that we did in this lesson. The first one is 5 divided by root 3. So I multiply by root 3 and root 3. Okay, so I leave it to you to finish the answer. Okay, then in the second example, in the second task, you have 2 over 1 plus root 5, right? So the conjugate of the denominator is 1 minus the square root of what? Square root of 5. So you multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 1 minus the square root of 5. And the denominator the same, right? So you can expand and let me know in the comment section what your answer is. The third one, you multiply this by 3 plus, right? Because this is minus, so plus the square root of 2 divided by, and the denominator 3 the square root of 2. Again, expand and let me know the final answer in the comment section. So thank you guys for following. Let me know what you would want to learn, and don't forget to hit that like button, send us a comment, and subscribe. See you in the next episode. Thank you.